Namaste. I am Ram Swarup Joshi, present here today with third lesson on chapter application of derivatives. Today we are taking tangents and normals. First of all, we understand what is tangent and what is normal. Recall our study in previous classes. A straight line which is passing through a given point x1 y1 with slope m is its equation is y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1, where x1 y1 is a point through which the line passes and m is its slope. What is the meaning of slope? It is tangent theta. If there is a tangent, there is a line, if there is any line and it makes angle theta with positive direction, with x-axis, positive angle with x-axis, say this is line. It is making angle theta with x-axis, this is x-axis. Then this will be y if the point is xy, and this will be x. Y upon x tangent theta, and it is denoted by m. So this is the meaning of slope of tangent. The slope of tangent means the value of angle tangent theta, value of angle, the value of trigonometrical function tangent theta, and theta is the angle which the line makes with positive direction, in positive direction with x-axis. So this is theta. If the line is like this, the angle will be negative from x-axis and the slope will be negative. And if the line is parallel to x-axis, say this is the line, this is parallel to x-axis, the slope will be 0. And here the m will be positive. And for this line, m will be negative. So using the theory of equation of lines, different forms of line, we can find tangent and normal. Further, if there is a curve, say this is the curve given by y equal to fx, its equation is this, and there is a point, certain point, and this is the tangent. Its slope is m, it means tangent theta equal to m. The angle made by this line with x-axis is theta. Now if you draw a line perpendicular to this point P, say this is point of tangent C, T. If we draw a line perpendicular to tangent at point of tangency or point of contact, that is called normal. So normal makes an angle 90 degree with tangent and it passes through the point of tangency or point of contact of tangent. So this is our tangent. Now what about the slopes of tangent and normal? Say m1 is the slope of tangent, or m is the slope of tangent. m1, and slope of normal is m2, say, because these are perpendicular, so m1 into m2 will be equal to -1, and m1 or m2 will be equal to -1 upon m2. This will be the relation. If we are given the slope of tangent, then we can find the slope of tangent by this formula, or we can say, if we denote the slope by derivative also. Here we will use derivative, dy by dx equal to slope of line. If we find derivative of y with respect to x, it gives us the slope of tangent. So m is equal to this, then the slope of normal. So we will find slope of tangent by finding derivative of y with respect to x at certain value of x. Say x equal to a. And slope of normal will be at this will be 1 upon derivative of y with respect to x with negative sign. So using this formula we can find derivative of normal. If the derivative normal or the slope of normal is given, then we can find the slope of tangent also by this formula. Because two lines which are mutually perpendicular, their product of slope is -1 always. And if two lines are parallel, then the slopes are equal. M1 equal to M2 for two lines. The M1 is slope of one line and M2 is slope of second line. If these lines are parallel, it means they are making equal angle with x-axis. Then they will be parallel and their slope will be equal. So if we have to consider a line parallel to given line, the slope will be same. And a line perpendicular to a given line, then the slope will be, we will find the slope by using the formula m1 into m2 equal to -1. So this is all about initial theory. How we will use derivative here? First of all, we will be supplied an equation of line or a curve. We will find derivative of this f dash x. We will find the value of derivative at a certain point x equal to what, where the line is passing, or we will be supplied a condition. According that we will find value of derivative at that point. This will give us the slope of the line, say m. And then using this slope and other given conditions, we will find equation of tangent or equation of normal. So I am proceeding with an example. I am taking question number 1, exercise 6.3, question number 1. We are asked to find slope of tangent only to the curve. Curve is given by y equal to 3x raised to power 4 minus 4x. And we have to find slope at which point? X equal to 4. We have to find the slope of tangent at x equal to 4. So using our theory, we are given here the curve is y equal to 3 raised to power 4 minus 4x. Derivative of y with respect to x, I am writing directly, it is 3 into 4x cube minus 4 into 1, that is 12x cube minus 4. And slope, we want to find slope at x equal to 4, so x equal to 4, that will be 12 into 4 raised to power 3 minus 4. 12 into 4 हो जाए 16, 16 4 जाए 64 minus 4. Multiplying these, we will get 12 4 जाए 48, carry over 4, 12 6 जाए 72, 70 plus 2 plus 4 is 7, 6 8 minus 4, that is 7 6 4. That is the slope of tangent. It means the slope is very high, because if the slope is 45 degree, this will be the condition, 45 degree. Slope is greater, the perpendicular will be longer and longer if the angle increases, and slope will be on higher side. And if slope decreases, the angle will also decrease, the slope will decrease by angle, and it will be smaller and smaller. And after 45 degree, it will increase with very high speed. So this is the answer. The slope of tangent is 764. Required slope is 764. In this question, we have to find the slope of normal, and the curve is given in parametric form. So first of all, we will find derivative. Here y equal to a sine cube x. So derivative of y with respect to theta, sorry, this is in theta. So in parametric form, first of all find derivative of y with respect to theta. A is constant here, and 3 sine square theta, and then derivative of sine theta is cos theta. Using function or chain rule, the derivative of sine cube theta will be calculated in 2 steps. First of all, derivative of sine cube theta with respect to sine theta, and then sine theta with respect to theta. This will be 3a sine square theta into cos theta. We will use it later. Now y, derivative of y we have found. Again we proceed towards derivative of x. It is x equal to a cos cube theta. So derivative of x with respect to theta will be in the similar way, minus 3a cos square theta sin theta. Because the derivative of cos theta is sin theta, or we can write it in 2 steps. A is constant, the derivative of cos cube theta with respect to cos theta. Derivative of cos cube theta with respect to cos theta will be 3 into cos square theta. and then derivative of cos theta with respect to theta, that is minus sin theta, and it will be minus 3a cos square theta and sin theta. Now derivative of y with respect to x, we have to find it. Dy by d theta divided by dx by d theta, and if we put the value here, this is 3a sin square theta cos theta divided by minus 3a cos square theta sin theta, and 3 cancels with 3, a with b, a by a is 1, sin square theta and cos theta, here cos square theta, we will leave with minus sin theta in denominator and cos theta in numerator. So it is minus tangent theta. So what is slope of tangent here? Derivative of y with respect to x at x equal to pi by 4 is equal to minus tangent pi by 4, that is equal to minus 1. Say it m, or minus 1. Slope of normal. One upon say this is m, then slope of normal here will be 1 upon minus m or minus 1 upon m. Put here minus 1 upon minus 1, that is 1. So slope of normal will be 1 here. This is the answer. One. We are taking question 8. Find the point on the curve. This is the curve, equation of the curve given, at which the tangent is parallel to the chord joining these 2 points. So what will be our strategy? We will find derivative of this function y equal to x minus 2 square with respect to x. That will provide us the slope of tangent. But no point is given here to find the slope. But we are given that the tangent is parallel to this, the line joining these 2 points. So we will find slope of this line joining these 2 points, and then we will equate the derivative, the slope with this slope, and then we will find the point where the tangent is parallel to the chord. So first of all, we will find derivative of this curve. Here curve is y equal to x minus 2 whole square. So derivative of y with respect to x will be, derivative of this will be 2 into x minus 2 raised to power 1 using the formula x raised to power n, and then derivative of this also. Derivative of x minus 2 square with respect to x minus 2 is this, and again the derivative of x minus 2 with respect to x will be 1. So this is 2 into x minus 2. This is the slope of tangent at general point. Now we come to this slope of chord joining points x1 y1 and x2 y2. If there are 2 points, the equation of line passing through these given 2 points is y minus y1 equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 and x minus x1. This is the slope. So we can find slope using this formula. X1. Here the slope will be the points 2, 0 with this is y2 4 minus 0 divided by 4 minus 2. The difference of y coordinates 4 minus 0, the difference of x coordinate 4 minus 2. Say this is m. Four upon 2, that is 2. So the slope of this chord is 2. So what is the slope of tangent? Tangent is parallel. Parallel to chord. So its slope is also 2. To find the point of contact, we must have two into x minus 2 equal to 2, and this will give us x minus 2 equal to 1, and or we can solve it in other way, 2x minus 4 equal to 2, that is 2x equal to 2 plus 4, 2x equal to 6, x equal to 6 by 2, that is 3. So value of x is 3 here, and y equal to x minus 2 whole square. So if we put x equal to 3 here, 3 minus 2 whole square, that is 1 square, and it is 1. So the point is three 1. This is our answer. So the tangent is at which point? It is at 3 1. Now in 13th question, we are asked to find the points where the tangents are parallel to x-axis and parallel to y-axis to this curve. So first of all, we find derivative of this function. The equation of given curve. is x square upon 9 plus y square upon 16 equal to 1. Differentiating with respect to x. X. The differentiation of x square is 2x upon 9. Differentiation of y square with respect to y, that is 2y. And again y with respect to x, that is dy by dx. And differentiation of 1 is 0. Solve it further and find with derivative of y with respect to x. So on transposition, we shall get 2y upon 16 into dy by dx equal to minus 2x upon 9. And by cross multiplication, derivative of y with respect to x will be minus 2x upon 9 multiplied by 16 upon 2y. 2 cancels 2 here. This will be minus 16 upon 9x upon y. We are given that the tangent is parallel to x-axis. This is the slope of tangent. So, when the tangents are parallel to x-axis, the slope will be, because the line parallel to x-axis makes an angle 0. The angle will be 0 degree with x-axis, because parallel line makes angle 0 degree. So it will be tangent 0. Slope will be. And this gives us 1. Slope is, 0. Put it 0. Y equal to 0. Cross multiplying or x upon y equal to 0. So, or x equal to 0. X equal to 0, then 0 upon 9 plus y square upon 16 equal to 1. So y square upon 16 equal to 1, and y square will be 16, and y equal to plus minus square root of 16, that is y equal to plus minus 4. So the points are 0, 4 and 0, minus 4. Minus 4. There will be two values of y for x equal to 0. Now, second part. This is first part. If the tangent is parallel to y-axis, slope will be tangent of 90 degree, because y axis makes an angle of 90 degree with x axis and tangent 90 is infinite. And dy by dx equal to infinite. Put here the value of derivative, that is minus 16x upon 9y equal to infinite, or 16x upon 9y equal to minus infinite, or it will be equal to 16x upon 9y minus 1 upon 0. Cross multiplying, we will get 9y equal to 0, because 16x into 0 is 0. So y equal to 0. If y equal to 0, then x square upon 9 plus 0 will be equal to 1, and x square will be equal to 9. So x will be plus minus 3. I am writing directly square root of 9, or we can write it plus minus square root of 9, that is plus minus 3. So the points will be are 30 and minus 30. So if the tangent is parallel to x-axis, then the tangents will be at 0, 4 and 0, minus 4. If the tangent is parallel to y-axis, then the points of tangency or point of contact of tangent will be 30 and minus 30. Understand this? We can write infinite as 1 upon 0. This is a special thing you have to remember. Infinite means 1 upon 0, because it is not defined. 1 upon 0 or anything upon 0, just say 13 upon 0, whatever may be the value, we can understand infinite in terms of 1 divided by 0, and this is not defined, because we can divide 1 by 0 up to infinite times, or it is indeterminate form. Now taking question number 17th, we are asked to find a point on the curve where the slope of tangent is equal to the y coordinate of the point. So to find slope of tangent, we will find derivative. Here the equation of the curve is y equal to x cube, and its derivative 3x square. So slope of tangent 3x square. Now what about the slope of tangent? It is given that it is equal to the y coordinate of the point. Say k. Then x y coordinate y equal to x cube equal to k cube. So slope will be k cube, and dy by dx at x equal to k will be 3k square. So as given in the question, k cube is equal to 3x square, because this is the slope we found by derivative. This is 3x square, so 3k square is the slope at point where x is k, and its y coordinate at x equal to k will be k cube. So both are equal. It is given in the question. So k cube minus 3, sorry, here it is k square. 3k square equal to 0. So take k square common, k minus 3 is 0. The solution of above equation, we shall have k equal to 0 or k minus 3 equal to 0. Hence, or k equal to 0 and k equal to 3. So the points will be 0 and 0 cube and 3 and 3 cube. Or will be, or 0 0 and 3 and 37. So answer will be 0 0 and 3 27. Here x coordinate will be 0 and y coordinate will be 0. Here x coordinate will be 3 and y coordinate will be 3. Sorry, it's 27.